There's, of course, a statement that has been issued by the Umkhonto Wesizwe Party in Gauteng. And in the statement, it says that the party is set to march in Johannesburg today, as members are expected to gather at Beyers Naudé Square at 10 a.m. Now, the party is claiming a total shutdown of the province this Friday, as a march in Tshwane to the Union Building will also take place. But for more on this latest press release, we join on the line now by Gauteng MK Party spokesperson Abel Tau. Mr. Tau, thanks for your time. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much for having us, and good morning to viewers at home.
Mr. Tau, your statement states that the MK Party will bring the country to a standstill. So talk to us about that and why you will be doing this.
Look, we all know that with the advent of the GNU, basically South Africa is on their own, except that only MK Party stands with our people. I think after the explosive revelations by Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, it has unfortunately confirmed what we've always believed, that this country has been given over, not only to white capital for its interests, but also to criminal elements and syndicates that are operating with impunity in this country. And we believe that there is absolutely no one who will do anything except that the people. And for that reason, we believe that as a party that is obviously a revolutionary in nature and in stature, we have to lead from the front, and we are calling on people of Gauteng to come out in their numbers to literally make sure that they demand nothing less than one, justice and accountability. But number two, that they demand that their country is also, taken back, and it is being run in the interest of the people of this country and this province in particular.
So what specifically about Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi's revelations prompted what is a rather strong response from the MK Party? Do you believe that there is sufficient evidence to back up his claims?
Look, I think more than anything, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi demonstrated that, number one, he does have evidence to back it up. Cases have been opened which need to obviously continue to be investigated. But I think a lot of investigations have been made. It becomes important that we are expecting arrests. But we know that Minister Mchunu is a favorite son of the president. He is a ally who is allegedly been in his corner to make sure that he cleans up some of his own challenges that he has had. So obviously we know that not much will be done to him. And we feel that as a country, we then need to stand up on our own and ensure that we force his hand. Number one, the president should have done much more than what he has done in what he did yesterday, in what he spoke to the nation about. And we genuinely believe that nothing is going to happen. This is just another ploy to kick the can down the road and make sure that we forget, because they believe that South Africans will be preoccupied in making with something else next week. And we just want to make sure that we keep the pressure on until such time that accountability is obviously established.
Now, your statement also accuses President Ramaphosa and his administration of protecting criminals in the security cluster. Are you able to provide examples or evidence to substantiate those rather serious allegations?
A very big example is what Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi allegedly said when he said he will not talk to criminals. And I think it does not get any bigger than that. Anyone who has been in uniform would know that, it takes a lot for a man in uniform to accuse another of being a criminal. And for that reason, we have reason to believe that he is the good one and he must be protected. But over and above being protected, he must be supported. And we must follow the trail of the work that he has already started doing. And that is why we believe that this president is working towards protecting criminals. I mean, we know the frustration that we still have in the cover-up of the Palafala. And obviously, it just tells us that he does not have an appetite to go after those who are found on the wrong side of the law, because he might be compromised himself through Palafala and other areas where we have seen the president being compromised in. And for that reason, we do think that as MK Party, we need to take a very strong, high stand for the people of this country. Otherwise, we have already always known that this country, long before, I think it was the South African Council of Churches that said, we are very close to being a mafia state, and we believe that we are now at that level. And to reverse that, it's going to take a lot of heart, guts, and willingness to really put our hands where it hurts.
Final one, Mr. Tau. Given the painful legacy of the July 2021 unrest, in which more than 300 people lost their lives, what guarantees can you give the public that these actions will not devolve into violence, into looting and instability as we saw in July 2021?
Look, as MK Party, we are very clear that we will never call for anarchy. We are not a party of anarchy. And we are calling on South Africans to restrain themselves, which is why we believe that we need to be the ones leading the action that the people will be taking, so that you don't have an unled revolution where everyone and criminal elements find a space to operate in. So we are very responsible. We believe that those who want to go to work will be allowed to go to work. There will never be a situation where people are blockaded and restrained from going to work. But as you have seen MK Party over the past period building up to elections, we had a slogan where we said, "Asibabizi bayazizela." And that told you that people resonate with Umkhonto weSizwe. And even in this one, people will not be forced to shut the province down, but people will voluntarily go out and hold hands with MK Party, and we are going to lead a peaceful shutdown of the province, where those who want to exercise their right to do whatever it is they need to do will be guaranteed that right, and they'll be able to do that. But I can assure you that you will see scores and scores of MK members, supporters, and ordinary members of society coming out peacefully to say they want to take their country back.
And you do have the relevant permits for these marches today, and of course the total shutdown, as you refer to it.
We have applied accordingly today. We have been granted the requisite permits. The same is true on Friday. We are not only the only ones who are marching on Friday. There's an NGO that is doing a separate march on Friday as well. So we do have the necessary approvals to be able to be marching. Like we said, we understand that we cannot operate outside the law. And His Excellency President Zuma was very clear to all of us as leaders of the country to say we need to do everything by the book to ensure that South Africa is restored to its people, their dignity is restored, but there is a country to work with. We can never advocate for anarchy, lawlessness, and obviously everything else that comes with that. The responsibility that we carry when we lead people, we understand that people may lose lives, and that's the last thing we want. We are not those kinds of people. We can never allow a situation where lives are lost, livelihoods are lost because of us standing up for what we believe in. We believe that it will be done peacefully. People will come out voluntarily, but people will come out in big numbers, and we will be marching to the union buildings on Friday.